It would be better for them not to date these bears. A peaceful seaside holiday took an unexpected turn when an aggressive brown bear suddenly appeared. At the beginning of the video, we are shown how two friends rest peacefully on the seashore, and then an aggressive bear suddenly appears and does the unexpected.
I was having a naked shower in this river and the bear came.
The girls immediately began to shout and scare the bear away, but the predator simply ignored them and headed in their direction.
He carried on coming and had a little sniff of my clothes and shampoo.
And having already realized that the bear would not just leave, the girls began to desperately throw stones in the direction of the predator.
Ran when I started throwing pebbles at him. Rocks, not pebbles, rocks. Is this really stupid to be camped next to a river?
And fortunately for the girls, the predator turns around and goes towards the forest. In Canada, a man almost fell victim to a desperate bear who defended her cubs. The video begins with the fact that a man hears some rustles in his backyard and, taking the camera, goes to check what happened there.
Stay.
Getting to the place, the man sees a bear with cubs that are trawling in his backyard. Seeing the man, the bear immediately warns the cubs to climb the tree, and then does so.
Hi, Mama. Hey, guys.
After a few minutes, they leave the place. In order not to be torn apart by a bear, a cyclist is forced to make a quick decision. This tense video begins with a cyclist driving along a forest path at top speed. At first, everything goes well. One later, he meets a dangerous predator in his path. At this point, the video breaks off, and what happened next remains a mystery. In Yellowstone National Park, a group of tourists were in a dangerous situation when several bears began chasing them. At the beginning of the video, we are shown how tourists carefully move away from predators who confidently follow them. Tourists accelerate the pace, but when the situation picks up, they try to hide from predators in cars. At some point, it seems that the predators are retreating, but then they turn around and go in the direction of the film crew. Fortunately, this whole meeting did without casualties, either from tourists or from predators. While hiking in the mountains in Alaska, two friends came across an extremely curious bear. This eerie video begins with one of the tourists trying to scare off the bear while filming it on camera.
Yep, it's rolling. Ah, well, that's cool. Hey. No.
Instead of running away from people, the bear, on the contrary, confidently goes in their direction, forcing them to slowly retreat back.
Go on. Hey, fella. Go on.
This pursuit continues for quite some time, but eventually the predator loses interest in humans and decides to retreat into the bush. Taking advantage of the opportunity, the guys immediately pull out the spray from the bears and prepare for the next actions of the predator.
And then, all right, well, let's keep going here. Let's give him a little bit of space.
And since the animal does not take any action, the guys decide to continue their campaign. During a grizzly bear hunt in British Columbia, Steve and his friend Ryan were forced to defend themselves against an aggressive predator. At the beginning of the video, two men head to the top of a small mountain so that visibility would be better. Upon reaching the top, the hunters notice a grizzly bear and its 3 cubs for eating berries.
And all of a sudden, like, out of our side view comes like, not just one bear, but 4 of them. It's a sow packing 3 little spring-born cubs.
Watching the predator from afar, the friends managed to go unnoticed, but unfortunately, this did not last long because the bear notices them and quickly heads towards the hunters.
You're barking at us?
Yeah. Hey, Mom! Take your kids and go. See her? Hey, Mom! She just came through this gap. She's coming this way.
I understand all the danger of the situation. The hunters begin to shout and scare the bear away, but their attempts are in vain, and they are left with no other choice. Then a desperate man pulls out his gun and does it.
Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom! Hey!
Callahan is shooting out in front of her, and she doesn't care at all. I will shoot. I'm gonna kill this sow. And she spawned.
After the shot, the bear immediately retreats. This guy from Alaska had a creepy encounter with a huge brown bear. Stay with us to see what happens next. At the beginning of the video, the fisherman points to a grizzly bear standing a few meters behind him.
Well, I don't know if you can see this, but right there is a grizzly bear. Freaking grizzly bear eating some salmon.
As the predator approaches the human closer and closer, the fisherman begins to intimidate him by hitting the surface of the water with a fishing rod and shouting loudly.
Hey! Hey! Hey, bear! Hey! Hey! Hey, bear! Hey! Hey!
But despite this, the bear does not react in any way to attempts to scare him and continues to ruin the fisherman's equipment.
Hey! Bear! Shit. Alright, that fucking bear just stole my bag! Hey, bear! Hey!
And after a few tense minutes, the grizzly bear stops chewing the fisherman's bag and moves away from this place. This eerie video begins with the inside view of a car parked on the side of the road next to a forest.
The bear is right next to us.
A few minutes later, an adult black bear appears next to the car, and what happens next is truly frightening.
Oh my god!
The head of the family immediately manages to close the car door and saves his family from the beast. On one of the sunny days in Florida, a man notices a black bear prowling near the house. The video begins with a man filming a bear that is wandering near a nearby house and ends up entering the garage in search of something to eat.
He's literally going in their garage right now. He just opened up their fridge. What you got in here?
While the bear searches the contents of the refrigerator, the operator goes to warn the owners of the house about the uninvited guest.
There's a big black bear in your refrigerator in your garage right now.
After reporting the bear, the man carefully walks back towards the predator to see what the bear is busy with.
She's doing him off. She pissed him off, so I'm gonna back up and say, let's see what he's gonna do. Yep.
Well, at the end, the bear decides that he has examined the house enough and goes back to where he came from. In the forests of Colorado, A seemingly routine hike turned into an eerie encounter for the two men when they encountered a black bear. The video begins with the men standing still, while the bear, slowly but surely, approaches them from the front.
How you feeling?
Getting a little close.
Hey bear, where you going? You guarding the trail, huh?
The situation becomes rather tense as the animal begins to suspiciously circle around travelers, hiding their intentions.
Don't do anything stupid, bud.
At some point, the bear begins to come too close, and the man in front with the shovel is already preparing to fight off the predator.
Got some frosted tips.
Hey!
Hey, bear.
Hey bear.
After a short wait, the men realized that the bear most likely ran back into the forest. They then continued their trek. In Katmai National Park, a pleasant expedition suddenly turned into a nightmare when a huge grizzly bear with 2 cubs decided to visit unarmed tourists. After people noticed the bear approaching them, they began to shoot everything on video.
Guys, let's move down this way just real slowly, as far as you can. I just want to give her some room to go by.
All tourists froze in their place, since the bear was already very close.
There's a mama and 2 cubs very close to us.
Fortunately, having not felt any threat from people, the predator simply decided to leave the frightened tourists. On one of the snowy days in the land of the rising sun, an unsuspecting snowboarder nearly became a dinner for a huge bear. The video begins with the fact that the girl calmly puts on the equipment, and after strapping the last strap, the girl gets on her feet and rolls down the mountain. At this time, a huge brown bear looks closely at its victim and then begins to rush after her at high speed. Fortunately for the snowboarder, the bear could not catch up with her, and the girl manages to get out of this situation unscathed.